Greetings everybody. This month I'm a little late doing my video. I apologize for that. I've been very busy, which is a great thing. But I'm also in need of a little rest. So I'm sorry I'm late with my video. This video is going to be about forgiveness, self-forgiveness in particular. I thought there are many videos out there doing Ho'oponopono, which is great. If you haven't seen it, just put that in the search term up, and I may at some point do one for that. But I really wanted to focus on self-forgiveness because a lot of us have a hard time with forgiving ourselves. It's hard enough to forgive another person, but it seems like even that much harder, at least from my perspective, to forgive myself. And this, I believe, arises from the ego. Basically, it's belief that it needs to be perfect in order to be accepted and loved, and therefore when a mistake is made, it's very upset and tends to criticize and go into analytical mode to keep you from making that mistake again, which is a good thing in some ways. At the same point, you have to also let go of the emotion of attachment of being right or wrong about something in the past or something that's going on currently. And so I believe that forgiveness really, just like compassion, needs to start with the self first. So I'm going to use myself as a surrogate because I make mistakes all the time and I'm just as hard on myself as you guys are. So get comfortable. Relax, take a few deep breaths. Just take any mental notes of any tension that you might have in your body. And just, note to see how that feels at the end. It may change, it may not. It's just good to be aware of where you're carrying tension. Alright, so I'm going to move my awareness down into the heart, and I'm going to expand it out. And the first thing I see actually is a line of force coming in, pointing in towards the heart, and it looks like an arrow shooting right at me. It's a red arrow. So let's see what we can do with that. Can we play with that? What would this be if we could let go of this? When I ask that question, I see daisies. And so I'm just going to surround myself with a daisy chain. And when I do that, my awareness moves here, the lower right part of my chest. And when I open that area up, I see like a little man inside grinding little gears, like with a stone. So I'm going to feel around in there and just, does this need to be here? I get not really. So, what would happen if we sent that little man with his gears and his scrunched up little neck and, nose to the grindstone literally, and if we let that go? What if we sent him packing? What if we gave him his little suitcase? Rolled out the goodbye mat, which is the opposite of the welcome mat. Still polite though. And when I do that, I feel sort of a more airiness on this side, a more openness. So I want to put gold light in that area, in the right chest. in that space where those gears and grindstones were. So I'm just going to allow that to come in. And I see sort of floral and paisley patterns when I do that, sort of inscribed in that gold. And then after I do that, I'm immediately drawn to the brow region. And I had the sensation of crunching at the brows like this. So I'm going to ask, what would that be like? Or what shifts if we just soften in there? What if we soften our judgment? So I'm seeing a little circle of pink sort of swirling around here, and then swirling back and through the head. And that energy is moving also down the spine. And then out to the side. So just allow your awareness to go where it wants to. What I'm noticing is just a feeling of great expansion. It's sort of like if you had peripheral vision that just went way far away on both sides. Okay. And the next area I'm drawn to is really in this neck, and just feeling like something is very tight around the neck. So what would happen if we just snipped that away? It's almost like a weight drops off and falls into the lap. Again, I feel a sense of greater openness in here. So what would it be like if we allowed ourselves to forgive ourselves? What would that be like? And immediately as I ask that question, I get this warmth across the top of the abdomen and up through the middle of the heart region here. And I'm feeling a tingling sensation over in the brow. So the possibility that order of reality, let's bring that pattern in of self-forgiveness now. And I'm seeing that as sort of like bluish, sort of organic star-looking patterns twirling amongst themselves, large ones and small ones, all moving together. Almost like those brushes at the automatic car wash. And I feel that in the lower abdomen and then the sacrum. I feel sort of a whirring motion. So I'm just going to allow that to move through. Allow that area to sort of soften. And breathe into it. So just bring to mind anything that you've been holding against yourself. And just drop it into this energy. Allow it to float off. Wave to it goodbye lovingly, and thank it for all it's done for you. And then when you've done that, just sit quietly and breathe. Bring your awareness back. Good job. So, I forgive you anyway, so that's a good start. If you're interested in booking a private session with me, there's a link to my website down below. There's also a link to my blog, both of which, the blog and my website, also have a donate button. So if you really like this video, feel free to donate. You can also like this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, or post it to your wall. So I really appreciate all your support. Peace and blessings.